Yo. Welcome back. Episode 3. Sorry to keep y'all waiting. I know y'all been anticipating this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we are. The boys are back. Kendrick Bowser, yours truly, with my brothers, Mr. Miles Malone, Mr. Tim Edwards. I'm going to start off. I always start off, man. How y'all been? How's your days been going, man?
Go first.
Hey, busy as always. But doing all right.
Yeah.
Back with you guys. It feels like forever since we've hung out, even though it hasn't been. It's only been a week, but fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, it's been. I don't know why time is going by fast, slow. That's what Ricky said earlier.
Yeah, fast,
slow, fast.
Yeah,
fast, slow.
every week is going by super fast, but then it feels like forever since since the last week.
Yeah. It's been crazy. How about you, man?
I've been good. Been tired. Had this show start. So, that's been pretty good. I'm blessed to, be making money doing something like that.
He's blessed.
But,
Too blessed to be stressed.
too blessed.
Except he's probably still stressed out.
I'm still very stressed. But hey, it helps pay bills. So I'm happy. I'm glad that I have a talent that pays me.
Excellent.
Yes, you do.
This brother got skills to pay the bills, yo.
Yeah.
So ladies.
How about you? Applications.
The applications are open for Mr. Malone. They remain open. They will stay open.
They'll stay open.
But we're only accepting quality, so there's a cutoff.
Jesus.
How are you doing?
Minimum requirements.
Yeah, don't make me sound like
Oh,
that.
sorry. I was on my campaign trail for Miles real quick. But,
That's fair enough.
I'm good. I've been good, man. Despite this Rally's Checkers shake I'm drinking, I've been eating extremely healthy for the past month now, which is really dope. I've been honing in on, my meal prepping every week and, drinking a shit ton of water. I drink so much fucking water, which is really good.
You gotta pee a lot more now, don't you?
For sure.
Yeah.
But the skin is a lot clearer.
Absolutely.
I drive sometimes and I just feel my face
Yeah.
randomly. I'm like, there's acne scars that weren't here.
Yeah.
They were here, but they're not here.
Right.
So
Hydrating.
I gotta start shaving though. But
Hey, November's almost over.
November's almost up. Yeah, no shave.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the other thing because there's another.
Yeah,
November
no, that's
challenge.
stupid. I don't
But there's
know
a no
about that.
shave November.
Yeah.
So
bringing light to men's depression and suicide.
Yeah.
That's why we're all
wow, great.
That's why No Shave November.
That's why.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I participated.
Yeah, very
Very
pertinent to all men. I think especially these three men.
Yes.
That's why why we're all growing out. Or
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, I think Miles has actually the best looking out of all of them.
Yeah, because he got the little mustache going.
Yeah,
He got his
yeah,
little
yeah.
whisker joint. You know. What I'm
It
saying?
looks the most natural.
Yeah,
All of my
I don't even have a mustache yet.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I don't even know. I might.
doesn't.
I will get
That's
one.
right.
but
You can definitely see that it's
it's there.
yeah,
it's
gonna
there.
be,
Yeah,
but,
It's just not coming through.
You gotta wait 5 to 10 years for that.
Whew.
Yeah.
At that point,
I get sparse chin and then my
Now
hair.
I got
Yeah.
some shit. It's
Right,
just
yeah.
weird though because it's not connected. It's just
Yeah.
here, chin, boom, and then I got this
Yep. Yeah, I got
neck
a
shit.
little bit down here, but then I get all of the Korean went to my facial hair, and so I get that's literally that's how my facial hair grows.
Yeah.
But 5 years I'll be able to grow a good goatee.
Oh yeah.
Until then I'm gonna shave as soon as November's over.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. There's been so much happening in the world. Fuck the country.
Yeah.
Fuck the local shit.
Yeah.
So much happening in the world. I know all of our listeners. I think the goal going forward, at least in my head, I was like, okay, I like that we've been really positive.
Yeah.
And I like that. I want to keep that.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
There's too much bullshit that you can get hung up on and deal with. Life is already hard enough internally for all of us.
Yeah.
Just why the fuck would I come on here Sundays just to talk about bad shit?
But
But
negativity. This is a release for us, I think.
I think this is a really big deal. I look this in rehearsals with Sunstrider the week.
Yeah.
Everything else is just all right. I'm doing it.
Wait until I get
here. Wait until I get with y'all.
Exactly,
It's just But I feel like this episode we kind of have to talk about some of the stuff.
Yep.
Just because it'd be a disservice to anyone who listens. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we talking about lolly shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, some
But
really
real
bad
shit
shit
going
happens.
on,
I mean, I guess for any listener that's here for the positive shit, I'm sure we'll get on some tangent today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we always
we
do.
will
we always
weave
do.
the positive
Yeah.
shit
But-
into the
But
negative.
there's a lot of important stuff.
Like, skip ahead for like 12 minutes. We'll probably start talking about some bullshit. So.
Probably.
We'll have a conversation about that. But I guess first, let's just start off with the elephant in the room, man.
Yep.
A lot of people are posting, and Miles and I had a conversation about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The Kyle Rittenhouse shit.
Fucking bullshit.
I think just to start it off, listen, man. A lot of you people, I'm trying to cuss a little bit less. A lot of you people out there that
Tim's mom.
yes, have some respect.
We love you, Miss Michelle.
Miss Michelle, amazing.
You're
Please
amazing.
keep listening.
I love you. Sorry, I'm gonna curse probably.
Thank you so much for all the college trips you took us on. George Mason, I'll never forget.
This is true.
Um,
It's too much money.
too much,
$50,000 a year.
but it was a great campus.
It's an awesome campus. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I love that campus.
Anyway,
A lot of people our age, especially this, it continues. It'll never stop. I think as long as social media has as much of a hold on our generation, the social media warrior will never stop.
Mm-hmm.
The Twitter thumb, power goddess, whatever you want to call it, they'll always exist.
Yeah.
The problem I noticed with the whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing, you got to understand, the system is built again, and it's always been built for the white man. It's built for them to thrive in any situation. The only time that they have to go through punishment is if they've wronged other white men. 99% of the time, and other white men with power. I'll say that, because if you wrong a poor white man like Kyle Rittenhouse did, a skateboarder who was like a really big hippie guy, then of course he didn't make a lot of money. Oh, we're just gonna throw it to the side. Another white guy who no one knew, we'll throw it to the side. But if it's like a Bernie Madoff, where you've wronged millionaires and billionaires, life.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna throw away the key.
Yeah, it's a system that that favors specifically white males, as you were saying, but also it's also a classist system too. Yeah. And it's not a cop out like a lot of people think. We all have our opinions on pretty similar opinions on this, but like it's not a cop out to say that like this is a systematic issue. It is incredibly obvious.
Yeah. But they'll call it, I don't want to say they, and it's not even really a conservative thing. This isn't even a political, I can't even tie this to a political party, because I've seen both.
Yeah.
People with liberal perspectives and people with conservative perspectives come from really wrong places. Yeah. It's like conservative people are saying, okay, yay, he didn't deserve it. They're defending him, right? Which is, granted, if you want to look at this in terms of legality, it's he's wrong, but you can't really justify the sentences that were stacked against him. I think it was like second-degree murder. He had like 4 or 5 charges.
Actually, you can justify it.
Yeah, you totally can.
Which one? Because the reason why you can justify it, and I read up on this, Mom. I hope you're gonna be proud of me, because I'm gonna do some of that legal shit that you be doing. I love you, Mom. But first off, he crossed state lines.
Yep.
Second off, he was in possession of a firearm as a minor, which is illegal in Wisconsin.
Which is the state he killed the person.
Yes.
Okay.
So already there, because when your legal statute says that once you're in possession, you are in commission of a crime, the self-defense claim goes out the window.
Word.
Yes. There is no he was in the commission of a crime, so he doesn't have the claim to self-defense,
because
which was why the entire trial was bullshit, because his defense was building a whole case on self-defense.
Yeah. Yet not guilty on all charges.
So he traveled across state lines to defend a business that was not his.
Yeah.
He was in possession of a firearm that was not his, and not only that, he was brandishing said firearm beforehand. So already, I'm thinking from the perspective of the protesters as well. Yeah. If I see some white kid holding an assault rifle, right? One, I'm also thinking about school shooters, who are largely white men. I'm thinking about, well, okay, what's he wearing? Like all that kind of stuff. That guy's obviously a danger to people. He's not there. He went looking for trouble.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
There was no reason for him to be there.
Yeah, I'm surprised
None.
one of the charges were even second degree. I mean,
Well, because that's the thing. That's like
He had no intent to kill them.
I understand why. I understand why it wasn't why it wasn't.
Because first degree is like, hey, I wanted.
First
to
degree is like, okay, I thought about this.
Yeah.
I'm going out there to kill people. I don't think that's what he went out to do. I'm not gonna say.
I guess
He went out to be a little shit.
that's true.
And he happened to kill 2 people.
He wanted to be fucking G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And
be built like a fucking teddy bear at that. It's
Yeah.
Like, dude, come on.
but when you're in commission of a crime, the statute is that you can't claim self-defense. And then people were citing the castle law, but the castle law only applies to when you are in your home, because technically the legal statute is that you're supposed to, unless you are in immediate danger, your life is in immediate danger. So like assault by like a deadly weapon, if somebody's pointing a gun in your face.
Yeah.
Which I believe
He claims somebody did.
he claims one person did, so I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But there's even some argument that that's not exactly what happened either.
Shit, there's stuff in the jury.
Yeah,
It's like it's all perception. It's like
Yeah.
you
That's
can
the thing.
present a case
As
and
long-
the
yeah.
case be bullshit. But if you
As-
have an
as-
all-white
yep.
jury,
As long as the
and
jury
a
perceives
racist
it.
white judge,
Yeah.
you're going to walk.
Yeah.
It's not. That's why the case.
Yeah.
The whole argument. That's why when you look at OJ,
Yeah.
right? For example, the case in itself was fucking foolproof. OJ should have gone to jail, even though that glove didn't fit. He should have gone to jail for the rest of his life or been put on death row. But the jury was mixed, so he had some benefit from that. He had a couple black women in that jury, and we all black women love OJ, right? So like they were on his corner, and the judge was lenient. It was an Asian judge. He was newer. His wife, I think, it was a conflict of interest in that case because his wife was serving on the LAPD, and she was like one of the officers I think that brought OJ in. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
So during the trial, either she was banned from the trial or something. So it was already so much shit going on. But when you add all of that up, no matter how foolproof of a case you have, dude's walking.
Yeah.
And he's white. And they posted, we were talking about this earlier,
Yes.
they posted $1 million to $2 million bail.
Yeah.
A white man who is 17 years old, his family didn't do that.
Yeah.
So there are organizations that are rallying behind this man.
Yeah.
NRA,
Which
all of these
conservative
organizations.
shows how dangerous this case is.
Yeah, it's a lobby. Like, politics is all about lobbying,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
No,
I feel like
it's
they
absolutely
lobbied
true.
this motherfucker out of here.
Yeah.
And then you got people out here posting like, this is disgusting. This is sick.
Why are
Yo,
you surprised?
And the thing is, y'all aren't bitching when it works in your favor. No. I think this the whole, not only criminal justice system, just the entire political system in this shitty country. We have so many things that happen in our favor that we then cheer for, right? But it happens the same grimy, fucked up way.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you fuck the system? Because if you can't say, all right, F the system, but then when you realize, okay, that's a stupid statement, because the shit you support gets put in by the system.
Mm-hmm.
The whole system got to be abolished, and if it gets abolished, a lot of the shit you like is going to get abolished. So it's this skewed mentality of like, oh, the system sucks when they do something I don't like.
The same system that let OJ out.
The same system that let OJ out.
The same system that just let Kyle Rittenhouse go free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't give a fuck because I see shit like this happen. I think I'm numb to it.
Yeah,
I think
it's not surprising, yeah.
It's not surprising. You're not gonna see me post about this. It's dumb and it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And you're not spreading awareness.
Yeah.
You telling somebody about a white man getting
yeah,
off. It's not spreading awareness.
That's the
right?
thing is that you
Yeah.
are seeing posts about it.
Yeah, this
Oh
was the
my
biggest.
God.
I mean, like, why was this the biggest story in the world? We knew how it was going to end. As soon as the police, there were videos of police cars passing him. He has his weapon.
Yeah.
He had to turn himself into the police.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, I knew last year, whenever this case went to trial, he wasn't going away.
Yeah. I mean, even the fact that he was never put to the ground,
Nope.
No.
You knew it wasn't. I'm surprised it even got this far.
And that's the thing when people are like, oh, I'm so surprised this happened, and it's like, no.
I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised at all. It's exactly what I expected.
No, and I think at this point, if you're at all surprised about this stuff, you're blind.
Yeah.
To what the country is really going through, and it's right in front of you. We live in such a world where information is so accessible. Mm-hmm. It's right in front of your face. There's no excuse. It's like the baby shit and how you're ignorant about some of the gay things that you're saying on stage. There's no excuse for you to not. I know we live in a different generation.
The things that you're saying about
okay.
Trying to clarify so that
the things that
I had like a shock. Like I was like, what?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, I phrased it bad.
No, it's okay.
The things the baby said about the gay and LGBTQ plus community.
Yes.
You know, at that point, especially when you get rich, that's a totally different thing. But when you have money, or when you have a computer, when you have a phone, and you're on Twitter, granted, a lot of information is fucked, but you can just go back to Rodney King and just come up. Not ask you to research and become an expert on all these things, but just see the big Trayvon Martin.
Get the information.
Right? Sandra Bland, right? A woman that was murdered by police officers in their custody, and her body was they closed her eyes and they made her look, I think they made her look alive.
They tried to make her, the suggestion is that she actually might have been dead by her mugshots.
Yeah. And you could tell in the video, in the picture, it was like, you don't look like she's living. Right? It's sick.
Yeah.
And they got off. That young black kid with the dreads who was rolled up, he's like insides were gone, he was rolled up in the gym mat.
Yeah.
Kendrick, his name was Kendrick, which is that fucked me up.
Yeah.
When I saw that, because I was like, what the like Kendrick? I thought it was, of course, when I'm like 10 or 12, you're like, oh shit, like what happened to me? Yeah. But I'm good, right? It's the dude, he was rolled up, it was a teenager, he was like 15, 16, played basketball, and they found his body rolled up in a fucking mat in the gym with his insides removed. This is a 16-year-old boy. And they pretty much, the thing I saw online, and these are articles from like pretty big names, was that the killer was known, but his father was somewhere in the police department in that city. So of course it's covered up. Yeah. And it was never talked about. It got headlines for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't.
His insides are removed and he's found in the school.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
How is that not a fucking case? But you gotta, I mean, a white girl goes missing in some suburban county and now we get, what's it called? Amber Alert. Right? Like now we get a nationwide warning system, which is necessary. Right. Don't be wrong, but this black kid was just found in a school with his insides removed. Yeah. That's some human trafficking, some overseas shit. Yeah. It does not happen here. Yeah, why is that not a fucking headline case?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Surprised that wasn't burned into my mind.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not surprised because there's so many.
The only reason I found out about it was because I'm black and my mom mentioned it to me since I'm black. Yeah. That's literally it. When we see black people going through grievances, your parents are probably gonna be like, yo, be careful. Yo, they're killing us out here. Yeah. Like you have to be aware, stay on your P's and Q's. Not no Kyle Rittenhouse bullshit. Yeah. There's so much. And another thing we mentioned, I don't know if you've heard about this, which is another thing, because it's like, everybody's talking about this Rittenhouse shit. For any of our listeners, I don't know how many rap listeners we have. A rapper by the name of Young Dolph. I've listened to him personally since I was like really young, but I'm not really a trap guy. I like certain trap, but he's had a couple songs I like a lot. Big philanthropist, gives back to his community. He's from Memphis, was just murdered getting cookies. It was one of the most. We saw the XXX guy get killed, and that video was circulating, and they ran up on him. But this was gruesome. This was like he was literally so vulnerable, just getting cookies at his supporting a local business, which he went to regularly. Like he, and I understand him moving like that. A lot of celebrities, they don't want to move with security. They don't give a fuck. Now, it's sad that he had to be like that, but was that a little negligent on his part? Yes. People had already tried to murder him twice. So it wasn't the first time there was an attempt on his life. It happened twice before. But he was gunned down. I think they shot him upwards of 10 to 15 times. And he was murdered in his own city, supporting a local black business. Like, I think it was down the street from where he grew up.
Yeah.
Right? There's a man that's been performing at every festival, worked with the biggest artists. Who's talking about that? And he's killed by another black man. And that's, I'm at the point now where I'm so sick of this narrative. And it's not even from black people. That's what kills me. It's like white people, any person that's liberal, whatever the fuck, will be so quick to hop up. Oh, cops are killing you guys. Oh my God, you're going to do so much. Oh my God, fuck George Zimmerman, right? And say all this shit. A lot of the times it's our own communities. And these problems stem from racism. They stem from redlining, right? They stem from all of these things. But what the fuck about now? Right? I don't see no liberal posting about Young Dolph. Yeah. I don't see nobody posting about black people killing black people. Why is that? Because at this point, I'm sorry. I know I don't like the black on black crime argument. I do agree that's fucked up when a white person brings that up to try to deflect the problems that white people inflict on us.
But it's still a problem that's being neglected.
It's a fucking problem.
It's still an issue.
You can't just brush over in the name of George Floyd.
Yeah, I think
like
the especially the issue with having or bringing that up in conversation, that it's used as like a deflection point
As a straw man,
and it's never actually being addressed.
Yeah.
And
like you're never actually saying, okay, well, black on black crime is a problem. Okay, but back to the George Floyd shit. That's not how it needs to go. Yeah. It needs to go, you're right, black on black crime is a problem. How can we solve that?
How can we solve that? But that's
what can we do?
That's not what this conversation is about. You're right, it is an issue, but that's not what this conversation is about.
Let's have another conversation about that.
Right.
But let's actually have that conversation never happens.
There's never another conversation.
Yeah.
And when a brother like Young Dolph gets killed, or even a brother, as much of the fuck shit he did, a brother like XXX gets killed at 20 years old, pulling his BMW i8 out of just running. They just killed him ruthlessly, right? Nobody deserves that, especially not at the hands of their own people.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here talking about Kyle fucking Rittenhouse. He's gonna get off.
We knew he was gonna get off.
We knew he was gonna get off. If you didn't, please educate yourself on what the fuck black people have been going through for all of mankind, right? Of us never getting OJ. That's one thing. OJ, yes, I think he did it. Yes, I'm gonna be real. Yes, I think he did it.
Sorry,
OJ's a piece of shit. Sorry, OJ. I don't fuck with you, but I like your Twitter. You're funny.
Pretty funny.
It's I gotta say it, but yes, I think that motherfucker did it. Yes. However, and I will say this on the record: seeing a black brother get off is one of the best things that we can ever see. Because it's an example of what they've been doing to us for so many years. Why do you think it made the white suburban mom so fucking mad about OJ? Oh, fuck OJ. He's a piece of crap. To this day, I've heard conversations about OJ Simpson in public where they have this like
guttural.
Oh my God. It's like how some people feel about like Putin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you communist. It's like they're talking about it like it's the Nazis.
Yeah.
It's a black man that was able to get away.
How dare you have the same privilege
as we do?
How dare you?
It's not a woman. It's not a feminist thing.
They don't care about.
They don't give a fuck about the dead woman and her boyfriend. They could give two shits about the guy, the little beach model he murdered, and the white girl. They don't care. They care about the fact that a black man got that same privilege. That's what hurts them. And you notice it never happened after that. Right? Because, I mean, there's been a lot of black men that have murdered white women. That's not a new thing. It's never happened after that. I think it was because he had the power. He had the status. He got the best lawyers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put together the best defense. And he got the jury.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen for us. So whenever somebody talks about OJ, I remember my sociology class, we had a discussion about that. And I was like, honestly, like, it was a good moment for black people. Not that it's not a good moment for the family. I'm sorry to them that they didn't get their killer put in prison.
Right.
But it's a good moment for black people. And we deserved it. We deserve a lot more of them, honestly. It's sad. I don't want anybody to die.
But you want the justice system to work, but if it's not going to work, at least have it not work the right equally. Yeah, like
give us some of the equality.
I think it's also I think another problem with that too is like with OJ's case, it was such. I mean, it's such a serious offense, and then I think the argument after that is, oh, well, no, we you can't just get away with that, and then it applies to small offenses too.
Okay, it's right because his ass was locked up.
Oh yeah,
sure enough, on some tax evasion
and some memorabilia shit. OJ had a crazy.
Because I mean, we've talked about this before, but I mean, there's plenty of people like still in jail for
marijuana,
small drug or weapon like possession.
Even robbery.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're really going to lock somebody up for life because they stole money?
Yeah.
You're talking about somebody who had to question why they had to steal money.
It's like, why were you in that position?
Why are you not? I thought prison was about rehabilitation.
Oh, it's not, obviously.
Right, it's never been. Yeah. But that's what they preach. That's what you're going to jail. We're going to lock you up. We're going to confine you to this cell with a 6'5", 280-pound man who's going to fuck you and beat the shit out of you every single day. Yeah, you'll take a shit in front of 30 other men. You'll shower with 30 other men. You may not have soap, by the way. Yeah, you're at risk of losing your life like every day here. There's corruption. There's guards selling drugs.
Yeah, we're gonna feed you like
We're
shit.
gonna feed you like shit. You might get buffed, but that's just because you're an animal, literally in a cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll be rehabilitated in 10 years,
Yeah.
and you'll come back to society a better man because of the bullshit we put you through.
Yeah.
That's really what our country stands for.
And then you can't get any job.
You can't
because
get a
you got
fucking
criminal
job.
record.
You got a criminal record, right? The criminal record that I've served my time. Why are criminal records not expunged?
Yeah.
Child predators, I believe that. You
Yeah,
should never
sure.
have that taken off.
Yeah.
because
No,
you-
yeah, no. That's,
that needs to be known, right? That you live in my area. I get that. Robbery, arson, assault.
If I've served,
battery.
yeah, that's the thing. If I've served 10 years, why am I
Why
suffering
am I
more?
suffering more? I suffered, right? Like I knew dudes when I was younger that went to prison, served a lot of time, came back out. You get back in that cycle. It's a
Because
a
there's
wheel, bro.
nothing else to do.
No.
Yeah.
Because I can't get a job. I can't, because that's on my record. It's like, I went to prison for 10 years. Why am I still serving a sentence?
It's a life sentence.
I mean, really. I mean, that's a big part of how our system is, really fucked up. And I mean, I guess to kind of like steer us back a little bit.
It's just like shit.
Oh.
Okay.
He was cleaning our table, y'all.
Damn, that made me lose my train of thought. Shit.
Sorry.
You were steering us back?
I was trying to steer us back to Kyle Rittenhouse. But you think about like it's Kalief Browder.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was accused of. I don't even know if it came. Didn't it come out that he didn't
never
even
did.
steal the backpack?
He never did.
He was sent to Rikers Island
For 3.5 years.
for 3.5 years.
He was what, 16 when he went?
16. A kid was sent to Rikers Island for stealing a backpack. Allegedly, he didn't even end up stealing it, and he ended up committing suicide after he was out because of what happened to him.
Hung himself
That's right.
outside of his house. His mother had to come home and find him.
He was free and clear, and he still killed himself.
Who the
because
fuck
of
wouldn't?
shit.
Who the fuck wouldn't? You 16. For those who are listening, a lot of people probably don't know what Rikers Island is like or don't understand the concept of Rikers. Rikers Island, I mean, think not Pelican Bay, because Pelican Bay is like real isolated. Rikers Island is like, you want to talk about prison? You want to talk about dog eat dog?
Yeah.
Rikers Island is where motherfuckers, you be on the phone with your mom or something like that. Somebody come up, stab you 10 times, and your mom has to sit there and hear you bleed out.
Yeah.
Rikers, but it was a place where that was not only facilitated by the guards, but it was such a regular occurrence. So prison, not every jail is like lock up raw. People watch that shit and they're like, oh my God, jail. You're going to get fucked and killed in every jail. No, there are a lot of jails where it's chill. A lot of jails you don't have to deal with that. Rikers Island was a place where they literally breeded you to be an animal.
Yeah.
And the guards facilitated you becoming a demon in there. Like, you killed this motherfucker, right? Guards were getting people killed.
Yeah.
So when Kalief came in, a lot of the guards were telling the dudes in there, oh, he's famous. Because his name's on CNN, his name's on MSNBC. Mind you, that bullshit lasted all of like a week.
Yeah.
It lasted all of like 6 months.
But then it
this
made
kid's in here fighting for his life.
Yep.
And you're going to put my name in big bold letters and
So
say
now you're a
Kalief
target.
Browder. Now I'm a target. Now I'm this famous motherfucker that they want my ass kicked. So guess what they did? They kicked his ass. And Kalief was in there. He's 16.
Yeah.
25, 24, 26-year-old monsters. He's not even a criminal. That's the worst part. If he was 16, he was out here slinging a bunch of dope and doing something. No, you still don't deserve that. But, okay, you were putting yourself in that position. Yeah, you might have to face some of the consequences. Our system shouldn't be set up like that, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
But he wasn't
even that.
guilty. He's an innocent-ass kid who had to go in there and fight amongst some motherfucking dogs.
Yeah.
For three
For
and a half
3.5 years? You imagine, let me paint the picture. You imagine you sitting in your cell at 7 o'clock in the morning, you got to go eat breakfast, and you have one fucking friend in there. One
16
nigga to look
years
at you.
old.
16. You go out to eat, motherfucker take your jello, motherfucker take your fucking food, he takes your meat. You want milk now, he takes that shit, smacks you in the fucking face. Now you got to go shower. Now you got to go and be naked and vulnerable about yourself. 30, 40-year-old men. Imagine the things they did to that guy.
Yeah.
And you supposed to come home and I get an interview on CNN
just be normal.
with Jay-Z and my life is supposed to go back to what it was?
Right.
There's a reason why he hung himself from the fucking air conditioning unit. Yo, it's like that. Your mind gets so, you're broken. And you want to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. This is what we're talking about. White guy is probably watching Full House right now as we speak. never gonna never even gonna serve an hour of community service. He won't even go.
He'll be famous. Any conservative.
He's gonna be on the Daily Wire in like a month.
Yeah.
Give it a month.
Oh yeah.
He'll be pleading his case. He'll be crying.
He'll be at CPAC every year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He'll
Signing
be at every
autographs.
NRA convention. Oh yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse. They found their
poster boy.
Their poster boy. They found.
So that's the thing. It's not even like his life is fucked up. Like, sure, there are gonna be some hoods he can't walk through, but I don't think he's walking
He's
through
not
them anyway.
walking through them hoods.
So it's like,
I think we also talked about this before, but another problem that stems from that in that situation specifically is that black boys, not just men, black boys like 16-year-olds get charged as men.
yes.
It for some, well, not for some reason, for obvious reasons. I mean, the system shows that it starts way younger for black men than it does for anyone else.
Look at the language that the media uses when referring to us.
Look at the Central Park 5.
Like, oh, they were men. Or, oh, yeah, black man.
Yeah.
And even it's a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid.
Sometimes they're like 18, 19.
Even then, that's a
like,
kid.
You're legally an adult, but you're not,
Brock Turner was what, like 2021 when he did that sick shit? He's a kid. He has so much time ahead of him.
Sicko, bro. It's what boys do.
It's what boys do. Like, he's in his 20s. He just violated that woman.
And they got, what, 6 months? 4 months?
He got 6 months, I think. I don't even know if it was that.
Yeah.
But it was like, but all of a sudden,
I think he was in solitary.
Yeah,
I don't even think he was in general.
All of a sudden, this 15-year-old boy, 16-year-old boy, Kalief Browder, is accused of stealing a backpack.
We're not boys, bro. We're super predators.
Yeah.
And thanks Hillary Clinton. Thanks for that. Everybody want to talk about you want to vote for her. Nah, fuck her. She called every single black man super predators. There was a fucking hunt. She supported the Central Park 5 being fucking slaughtered. Slaughtered. But y'all want to watch Central Park 5 now and be like, oh, wow, these boys, they didn't deserve all this. But you're voting for, you know what I'm saying? Like, go.
Yeah. You do your research.
Do your fucking research, man. You're not woke. You're not woke because you read James Baldwin 2 months ago for a school project. Fuck you. You're not woke. The fire next time is not going to clear you for the racist fucking, innuendos that you think every day. You're uncomfortable around us because you look at us as animals. A lot of people look at black men as animals. I was a man in the eyes of a lot of white women at 14. That's true. Doing Boy Scouts, when I had to go out to PA and spend months out there. Yeah, I'm in the backwoods. And I see how these white people look
Pennsylvania is racist.
So. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I see how they look at me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, you're pretty big. Dude, I'm 15. No, I'm not. You don't say that to Charlie. He's about 6'2".
Yeah.
Why the fuck is you coming up to a 5'7", 5'8", 15-year-old talking about something? You look pretty big, man. Yeah. What do? Treat me like I'm some motherfucking single father. I'm no specimen. Yeah. I'm a 15-year-old kid. Yeah. But it's because I'm black. And it's because they look at me and it's like there's some type of... They look at us as if, you heard all those rumors about the SAT curves and shit that colleges apply. It's like, black people, we're going to score you 200 points higher because you're behind intellectually, right? Which is what they always do. I think that's a real thing.
Yeah.
In certain schools.
Yeah, black people get...
it's like plus.
Plus, basically like black people get plus because the expectations are lower. White people get...
I think white people, I think it's zero.
I think Asians get docked.
Asians get docked because the expectations are higher. Yeah.
Sheesh. But that's how it is with us. Yeah. That's how it is in society. I think Hispanic people have to go through the same thing. Hispanic men go through a very similar thing.
They're in between.
Yeah, it's in between. I think black and white.
I think they're like 100.
Yeah. Also.
No. I don't mean the SAT. I mean like.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like Adam Toledo earlier this year.
Yeah. Adam Toledo. What do you mean?
Remember that he was a 13-year-old kid who got gunned down in Chicago.
Yeah, that was.
He had dropped the weapon. He did everything the officer told him to do. He still got gunned down. 13 years old. He didn't even look like he still looked like a kid.
Tamir Rice.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about somebody that had a play gun.
Same police department as Chicago.
Yeah.
Damn Chicago. It's just, oh my God. And then Ahmaud Arbery, his case is happening right now.
Yeah. I don't think that one's gonna go. I think they might lock them up. I would hope so. I think that they're getting locked up because there's.
White tears take away a lot of years.
Yeah,
they've cried a lot in court.
I don't think they'll get the time that they deserve. I honestly think,
which is bullshit.
I think they should.
It's a loss.
Oh, yeah, I
it's a loss.
I think they should throw their ass on death row. Honestly,
even if they get locked up, it's a loss.
Yeah,
Derek Chauvin, that motherfucker that killed George Floyd, that's a loss. He got 20. Yeah. What he got? 12 years? 22? Was it 22?
It's like 12.
12.
No, it was like 12.
He's gonna get off in like 4, if that.
Yeah.
He'll probably get off in 2. You know, and he'll be in solitary most of the time. These guys, don't feed them to the dogs.
When you're televised like that, you get put in
solitary. Yeah. You know, and it's like, whoa, bro, like it's.
Unless you're Kalief, and then they tell you you're famous.
Then they tell you to go fight for yourself. Yeah. You know, or in certain cases, extreme, because this guy's a serial killer and he definitely doesn't deserve it. But I think a lot of it had to do with his homosexuality as well. Jeffrey Dahmer, they threw him in general pop.
Yep.
Because he was a homosexual. You know, so it's like if you have something,
right,
you have something going against you, something that's not morally right to the white Christian, you're fucked. Yeah. And sadly, being black is one of those things, which is like, fuck you. And then being gay, you know, being any LGBTQ plus member, you commit a crime, you do something wrong, and you're not in that moral compass, you're fucked. And that's how this country's operated for so long. But I think it just becomes a problem when you have people, because we're the next. The thing that disappoints me is we're the next. We talk so much shit about, oh my God, women want to control their bodies, and oh, white men can't make votes. Okay, they're going to be dead in 20 years. Right, we're talking about people that are no longer going to exist. Yes, their beliefs will be passed down, right? Yes. But we'll be in that generation
and
where people who are in our generation are going to be the ones that are stepping up. Yeah. That will happen. Yeah. How the fuck are you going to talk about we should be stepping up when y'all think like this? Our generation thinks so fucking poorly. I'm sorry, like I know
everything's very reactionary.
Everything's reactionary. Everything's what have you done for me lately? Everything's your fucking your memory lasts 3 months. Your memory lasts 30 days. Oh wow, this shit just happened. Nah, fuck them. Fuck this organization that I was rallying behind a year ago. Oh, I'm gonna boycott Chick-fil-A. You just got a chicken club last week, ho. Shut up.
That's quotable. I'm sorry.
And you're gonna go back to Chick-fil-A a month later when you forget about the racist shit that they said when fucking Black Lives Matter shit was happening. You're gonna go right back. Right? Oh, Black Lives Matter, Blackout Tuesday. Do you not know the owner of Black Lives Matter owns a condo in fucking Miami off some of the money that Sean King's white ass fundraised for him? You don't know about the ins and outs, but you follow Sean King because you want to stay up to date on black events. He's not black. He's not black. You're better off following Dr. Umar and supporting his school that has not been built. Go follow Dr. Umar. Go follow Elijah Muhammad, damn it. And Farrakhan. Gifts and donations.
Gifts.
It's fucking pathetic. It's fucking pathetic, man. Our generation is so... I'm scared of where the fuck we're going to wind up with some of the people who are either going into law enforcement, going into law.
Oh, yeah, I think anybody's going into law enforcement.
It's really unfortunate because there's so many... Like, law enforcement is because the system is so fucked up and needs to be changed, like not just abolished, but uprooted rather. Yeah. But because of that, it's an unfortunate situation, I think, for anyone going into law enforcement, because if you're going into law enforcement, a lot of the people going into law enforcement are those who hold the beliefs of the system now. Yeah. But if anyone who wants to go into law enforcement, who doesn't hold those beliefs and wants to change things, it is very hard to change things, of course. Yeah. But anyone who wants to change things, or will be told, you're not gonna make a difference. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to do anything.
Well, they'll get changed by the system either, because I mean, the thing is, either they get iced out. Yeah. So they'll get fired and everything, or they just they end up conforming to that system.
Yeah. I mean, we need good people in law enforcement. That is true. We also need law enforcement to change.
Yeah. Oh, the problem is the system. You can't stay, even if you go in a good person, unfortunately, into this system. It's hard.
You'll most likely have to do something. To change.
Because at the end of the day, everybody
to get where you can go to change things. Yeah. And it's kind of a cycle, just like prison. I mean, and it, like, I never want to discourage anyone from going anywhere, especially if they are legitimately a good person who wants to go into law enforcement. However, like I said, there's a good amount of people that go into law enforcement now who are unfortunately want to, it's not even conserve beliefs, but regress the change that we've made, But I mean, that being said, when we're talking about people on social media and stuff like that being reactionary, that is absolutely true. I didn't think about that before.
Yeah.
I think, and then also as we were talking about with Hillary, how, and I was thinking like, you know, the last 2 presidential elections we had were super unfortunate.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
But
Just
then,
all around.
like, where did all of the other candidates go? You know, they got voted out.
Yeah.
Because you know a name, you hear a name a lot because of lobbying, because those people have money.
Yep.
And then you're gonna vote for that person because you know their name and because on the surface they have the quote unquote the right ideals.
Right.
You know.
Or with our generation, you looked at the service level.
Right. Exactly.
Oh wow, they want free college.
Yeah.
Vote.
Or they say they want it.
Jesus
Right.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Well, and that's another thing too is that so many people are being labeled socialists as like there's a lot of things where socialism is specifically like being equated with current you know communism and things like that.
Right.
In a way, sometimes, but it's not the same thing.
It's a buzzword.
It's not the same
No,
thing.
it's not the same thing at all. But there's a lot of people being like a lot of Democrats at least that are labeled socialist. For bad reasons. Like they fucking I know I said this before. They fucking called Biden a socialist.
Not only that, what's the definition of socialist? What does it mean?
The dictionary definition. Don't worry. Keep calm.
Yeah, because I don't want to. I mean, in my eyes, socialism. I mean, because I'm not going to give the dictionary definition. Miles. Can do that,
what's the objective? Like, what's yours?
I think the objective of socialism is
Hopefully, there's
equity
on a list somewhere.
not necessarily equality. Communism is equality
Right.
across the board, but I think socialism is equity.
So, the dictionary definition of socialism: a political and economic theory of social organization, which advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. So basically, you know, you won't have these fucking billionaires.
So it's not
the workers are controlling the means of production.
Yeah, it's not big corporations being
Yeah.
the ones that, which is the way that our country runs right now.
Right.
I mean, that's why
You don't have huge wealth disparity.
That's why whenever, I mean, you know, one of the like good things, like, you know, when Republican presidents come into power, that's why gas goes down, because they give all the money to the big corporations. They give all the money to the gas companies.
Right.
That's why gas prices go down, and usually with Democrats they give less money, and that's why gas prices
go up.
That's the reason why. I mean, it's the reason why I'm never afraid of for being laid off from my job, because the company that I work for goes bankrupt like 3 times a year, but gets bailed out every time.
Every single time.
And so socialism is specifically coming from the community. Then that's interesting. I didn't know the actual dictionary definition of it.
It's part of it's more of a you know, like an economic thing of like, hey, you know, we shouldn't have these huge monopolies over everything where you have these select few who own everything, and then the people who are actually making the stuff and actually making the shit work don't get shit.
Yeah.
I think one thing also to touch back on the point you mentioned about like cops or any people going into law enforcement, you know, or anything, like anybody graduating college and going to a job, right? You're going into the workforce thinking you're going to make a change. Yeah. Hey, I want to be a social worker. Hey, I want to go work in the cities. I want to give back to the poor black kids I see on TV. Okay, great. Good for you, Sarah. Okay. But let me tell you one thing, right? Or let me tell you one thing, Rachel, or any of the people that are going out to go do shit like that. You got to understand. Similar to the same.
Sarah's or Rachel's. I don't
know. I was just saying random names. I don't know. Jessica.
I
I don't know. Anything, right? The people that watch CNN and say, I want to go, because there are people out there like that. Yeah. I've met them plenty of times. Yeah. I want to go out and help these poor kids that, you know, are so helpless, right? Oh, we're so helpless. Okay. Understand one thing. Nas said it best. Sleep is the cousin of death. I adamantly believe that good is the cousin of evil. They're very fucking related. They're one and the same. They're 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. But I can't tell you how many motherfuckers, everybody's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed when you first come into whatever the fuck you do.
Absolutely.
Until you run into a brick wall. Yeah. Until you run into an unmovable object, you can't do shit. Yeah. Then you start doubting yourself. Yeah. Then you start going through these phases. I mean, I went through this personally when I started getting into, you know, feeling bad about myself. Like, I was riding high. For a long time. But then shit started happening that was fucking me up. Right? My mom getting COVID or stuff like that. It was moments in my life where I was like, yo, like, this isn't something I could conquer. I can conquer a motherfucker trying to beat my ass, because guess what? I'm gonna get you. Yeah. Right? Like, it's only a matter of time till I really fuck you up. You know, because once you get me, I'm the type of person, especially when we fight and it's like, all right, you can kick my ass a couple times, right? I'll let you get that. But I'm going to study you while I'm getting my ass kicked. So when I come back, you know, maybe 4th, 5th time, first off, you're going to be scared already because you like, a nigga should not be coming back and fighting me 4 times, right? Like, why is it the same dude?
Yeah.
But once then I'm going to start getting you. Then it's going to start building. So, but when you start having shit go on where it's not physical, it's not a challenge you could just move. It's not a weight I can lift, right? It's like, nah, man, like there's a piece of me that feels gone. That's how people feel in the workforce. That's how people feel when they go out to go, you know, try to be politicians, you know, and make all this change. Where you see so many politicians, you know, either fall off or, you know, turn into that politician we never thought they'd be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you want to talk about a system. There's quote unquote tried and true ways to do things, traditional ways. And people will tell you once you get into any kind of job or something like that, that this is the only way you're going to be able to get up.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
You know,
don't try to reinvent.
Which is
the
unfortunate.
Wheel.
You know, I think as a species we should be looking for new ways to do things, but unfortunately we always find the same way to do the same thing.
Yeah, and that's why I think we're so stuck in this cycle. Of just being in the same place, complaining about the same things, because at the end of the day, anybody that's tried to make change or has attempted to do something different, and we can just look back at historical figures, right? You could look at a Malcolm X, you could look at an MLK, you could look at a Marcus Garvey, you could look at the guys, you know, and a lot of them were black, in my opinion. Of course, there were white people and Hispanics, Cesar Chavez. There were a lot of people out there that from every race that did something and they broke the mold. Steve Biko, right? These are people a lot of y'all might not know, so go study, right? Because y'all want to talk about woke, but you don't know who Steve Biko is, and you don't know what apartheid is. Shut the fuck up, because you're not woke, and it's still going on to this day. But all of these people out there that tried to reinvent the wheel, 95% of the time, what they do, they wound up dead. Assassinated in a ruthless manner. Because now, as another big thing, I didn't mean to parlay into this, but it just happened. Malcolm X, they're now talking about his killers were exonerated because they were innocent. So now they're like, oh, we want to reopen the case of Malcolm X. Okay. Y'all want to do it in the name of what? Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. We know what happened.
We know what happened. We know why Malcolm X is dead.
Yeah.
I don't even need to put a face to the killers. You know why? You know who was behind it, right? It was a black man that was completely independent thinking. He had power. His voice was the power. That was the scariest part, when you got a black man with power and it's not from dealing dope and it's not from playing basketball. When it's a motherfucker that just goes on the streets and has a following and speaks. That's scary. Because now it's like, holy shit, this is the story that we always heard about, and this is gonna be the ruin. This is gonna be us getting our comeuppance. Right? It's gonna be them getting the comeuppance. This is where we fall. Right? This is the Yaqub to Allah, right? This is the devil. And this is what we gotta stop. So you see why Malcolm X was killed in a ballroom in front of his kids, ruthlessly. And now y'all want to talk about your open up. You think, what the fuck? Like, what is?
But
it's crazy, bro.
This is where we are. I think we should go to lighter.
Sure.
What is lighter? What can we talk about? Adele's album.
He was thinking on the same. He was on the same wavelength as me.
Yeah. Shout out to.
Have you listened to Adele?
I haven't listened to. I was going to today on my fucking 45-minute drive.
You had the time to finish that whole thing.
I had the time. I know.
You did.
Adele.
I did listen to the.
Adele, listen.
Adele dropped.
Adele, I know you're listening.
Oh, she is. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane.
Adele.
Make sure we hashtag Adele in the video, because
Please.
that would be dope if she does.
Please never change. Please keep writing good music.
No, keep changing. Keep
changing. I mean,
because this album sounds a lot different. Than
keep changing. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Beautiful job.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
The way that woman is able to channel pain.
Oh.
Of course, Sade is the upper echelon. Nobody's better than Sade than me. But
that's fair. Okay.
Adele is high up there, man. The way she's able to channel her grief and pain through music, it's. I mean, listening to it now that I'm writing, it's such a goal. Because I don't listen to artists anymore and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Now it's like you're studying them. And it's like, yo, damn, that's dope. You're talking about streaming, you're paddling through the river of something. She had a line about like the river of sadness, and she was like paddling through it.
Damn.
I'm like,
I'll
oh.
listen to that album on my way home.
But the way she phrased it though, and the way the words she chose, it's like that's so accurate, and it's what you think and you feel, and she has a way of putting that on paper and putting it on the Adele.
And she's always got
and like
banger
I think
melodies. So I'm
really good thing, really good thing about this
voice.
album was how stylistically different everything was.
Everything was
cool.
She got more
from
into
track
her,
to track.
Yes, and just as an album.
Interesting.
Like if you go listen to 21,
Yeah.
I didn't really like 25 that much. I feel like
I think 25 is the one that everybody's kind of like about.
It's iffy. 21 and 19 were amazing. Like those were her two joints where I'm like, okay, these are some of the best albums I've heard of all time. Like these are amazing. And 25 was cool, but this was her
30 is
getting back on that. You know, but it's she took more inspiration from jazz. She grabbed some R&B.
Errol Garner's on the
Errol Garner's on there.
I was like, Adele is jazz confirmed.
Dang.
Yes, and she's always had the voice for it, which is why
absolutely,
I'm like, you know, she can do. She's genreless, right? She can do anything she wants, and to see her go in this, man, Adele.
If you listen to that album,
I will. Yeah.
30 is easily one of my favorite albums of the year.
So Adele, like, I know you're not really listening, but if you know I know you said you're in love
no,
with
she's
Rich
with Rich Paul. Stop it.
I know she's in
He's
love.
an NBA agent. He's the
know.
biggest NBA agent. He does nothing but lawsuits. He's in like 3 now. Don't do that. Rich, shout out to you, brother.
Nobody can't. No, like,
Stay
shout out to you.
rich.
Like,
Stay
stay rich.
blessed.
Stay rich. Stay
Stay rich,
blessed.
stay blessed.
But
Miles,
all I'm
I mean what
saying
he's
is, like,
saying.
no,
Power
but
to
please.
you, man.
Like, you know, I'm just saying, you know, if, you know, for some reason, you said that you're in love with him, I respect
If
that.
she leaves Rich and Ben Simmons and LeBron show up at your door, that's on you.
But if she, Rich, I'm
That's
just
a
saying.
combined height of like
I'm
12
just saying-
fucking feet. You can face that
For
shit.
Adele, I'll fucking deal with
Nah,
it.
you won't do that shit. 6'8", 260 at your door?
All right, I'll get my ass beat. Sure.
It's not your ass beat. You better be lucky if you walk again. Because there's 2 of them motherfuckers.
Well, okay, so
6'10" and 6'8".
Here's the thing, though, right? In this
Jesus.
convoluted scenario, I'm dating Adele, so it doesn't matter.
You won't be dating her for much longer. You won't be walking.
That doesn't mean I'm sure Adele would be okay if I couldn't walk.
After she make a song, you think, man,
Wish she made a song about me. That'd be fucking
rolling
crazy.
in the deep,
Adele.
turning tables.
I'm just saying,
She ain't
like,
turning tables for your ass. You can't get up and walk to the other side.
She ain't rolling in that deep.
She ain't rolling in that deep. She gone.
listen, don't let the haters
Chasing
stop you
pavements?
from chasing.
They LeBron gonna have you chasing pavements.
Chasing-
Just throwing your ass. You gonna be sliding through concrete.
Sliding.
Even if I eat. See, you gonna be like this. All over Adele. Nah, fuck
Adele?
that. Rich, keep being rich.
No,
bro.
keep being rich. I'm just saying, if
Keep
you
riching
know,
with Adele.
if by any chance, you know, it doesn't work out, I wish the best for the both of you, Adele and Rich Paul.
Adele dropped a great album.
But however,
to her, amazing album.
all I'm saying,
Amazing.
Adele, applications are open.
What other stuff has been happening musically? Any other albums coming out?
I did listen to the new Coldplay album.
we
New
talk
Coldplay album.
New
Talk
Coldplay?
about-
Did we ever get to talk about Subsonic?
No, we didn't.
Ah, hey, yeah. How is it?
I like how you're doing. Leave the door open, but there's so many good.
Yo, my
Nah,
God.
that's the one of them. I mean, I just think about that one because that's the first one. that came out.
Okay. Now, have you ever been with the play? Time without you, man, like the man.
Silk Sonic did not disappoint.
No, it didn't.
I can definitely say I
'cause-
was feeling it. I gotta listen to it more.
Dude,
The more you listen to it, the better it
The
gets.
better it gets.
for like
yeah.
the past like 2 weeks since it's been out, almost like I've listened to almost nothing except that album.
Shit.
I love it so much. Dude. I
You
love
feeling
it.
yourself,
it's great.
man. Nah,
Well, it's
you feeling
also
yourself.
well, that's true. But
Yeah.
there's also, I mean, you know, it's just like I think it's just so good. That
It's
album's
really
so
amazing.
good.
It's amazing. The way that they put, the way that they laced. I like how they laced Bruno on the vocals and didn't
Yeah.
have Bruno as the focal point. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't like
Yes.
Bruno as the focal point of
Yeah.
anything. I've never, unless it's like Locked Out of Heaven. You know, certain songs I like.
They definitely both had their shine. It wasn't just like, oh, here's
it was
Bruno
a
Mars
lot of
and then Anderson .Paak.
a lot of Anderson .Paak. It was really good.
Yes, that's right. That's the correct way
It's
to
amazing.
pronounce it.
Seeing him be able to kind of be the focal point of some of the songs was really, really refreshing.
It was awesome. And I mean,
Yeah.
Bruno, like this is, I think that this is the height of like Bruno. Like,
Yes.
I mean, because his songwriting is so good.
Yeah.
And it's finally like, it's like with Anderson .Paak and,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all like,
And we throw Bootsy and Thundercat on there.
I know.
You got all types
and
of talent
Bruno
on
sounds
there.
so good on this
That
album.
man could sing me to sleep.
That brother, all right, I
Hey,
ain't saying that.
That
He could sing.
he can sing me to sleep. I don't give a fuck.
Damn. I don't know if there's many brothers out there that can sing me to sleep.
Bruno Mars can
Vocally?
sing me to sleep. Vocally, Bruno Mars is Listen to some of the ad libs.
You saying he the top?
I think
you saying
Bruno.
he top
I think Bruno
dog?
Mars would wake me up.
Yeah, he'd
Anyway.
wake me up.
I get what you're saying, but I think I think
That's
it's
true. Who
I,
are the
I
male
think it's
vocalists
I think
out
it's
there
so
that
good
really-
that I
Like,
feel that
especially
way.
right now. If you're talking about
back
right
in the
now.
'90s, no,
Yeah,
there's
okay,
a bunch of
yeah,
niggas that would eat Bruno
yeah.
up. I'm sorry, but I mean, we talking right now.
Right now,
It's Bruno.
Bruno's
and
up
then
there.
What other dudes are singing in that level, on that level? And I'm not talking OGs, right? Take Maxwell.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
no,
D'Angelo,
we're talking
take all
about,
those
like,
guys
right
out
now,
there.
Yeah,
like,
we're saying right now.
Right now is Bruno.
just on a vocal
Damn.
level, not even.
That's tough. Who
It
is
might.
fucking with Bruno vocally? Male wise. Like,
Who is?
Oof. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know any dudes that might be fucking with Bruno vocally.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
If one of you
couldn't
guys
tell
says
you.
Brent Faiyaz, you can go kiss some
Oh, what the
ass.
No.
Please. We're not talking that bullshit.
I mean, because it's nowhere. I mean, it's nowhere near that. Like Bruno's so good. I'm
really
saying,
good.
like Anderson .Paak does sound really good on his album.
yeah, but he ain't fucking.
I
No,
don't,
he's not
I don't
fucking
know if
with
that, yeah,
Vocally.
No,
vocally.
vocally, no,
I don't know
no,
if that's necessarily where his.
I'm not. No. I like the sound of his voice a lot.
Who
His
are
voice-
some male singers though? Like who are big male singers right now?
Big male singers right now.
Justin Bieber, right? I mean, he's always been big.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's certainly not fucking with Bruno.
No,
No,
absolutely
no.
not.
I'm just listing.
But just
off,
listening,
like, male
yeah.
singers.
Uh,
He's the first one that came to
Justin
mind.
Bieber's his I'm like starting. His music right now isn't too bad actually. Like not too bad. I don't listen to it recreationally, but if it
It
comes
sounds
on,
like you do.
if it comes on, I'm not mad.
What the fuck?
No, you can look at my
It's like-
you can look at my history. I don't have any of that shit.
Oh, okay, but if it comes
but if
on-
it'll come
No,
up.
also
So you
history.
listen to Peaches? You listen to Peaches? Because that's on Peachy Mate.
No, it
Peace,
comes on
peace.
it comes on like Instagram and like TikTok and shit. Like
Oh,
that.
okay. So if
That's
it's-
what I mean.
That's what you mean. Okay.
That's what
I
I
don't
mean.
need to see it.
I really like.
Did
I
trust you? I trust you.
You sure?
I think
but-
he wants to see his shit. He definitely wanted to see his shit. I'm good. I don't think you looking up
Okay, let's
Justin
see,
Bieber.
Steve
Even if you
Lacy.
were looking up Justin Bieber,
Lord,
I
okay.
won't shame
I have a quote from you,
Coldplay.
Kendrick, that says, "Yeah, I fuck with Justin."
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah,
you talking about?
you have said that before.
Yeah, Boyfriend in 2013. That was my shit. That was everybody's shit. And are you sure I didn't mean Justin Timberlake?
No, it's Justin Bieber.
All right,
was
it's
definitely-
Boyfriend. It's Boyfriend. It's Boyfriend. That song fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
All right. Mm-hmm.
If I was your boyfriend. Dog, that song rocked.
Yeah,
Come
man,
on,
I fuck with Justin Bieber. Kendrick Bowser 2020.
Well, first of all, that was 2020. COVID.
Oh, it's-
That was before.
That was
That was
pre-COVID?
that was
Yeah,
before.
we
That was
were in
we were,
person.
we were at Nell's apartment.
Oh, this was now. Yeah, man, Boyfriend. I think I literally meant Boyfriend.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not multiple songs, bro.
But I will say, I mean, I think it's not the worst thing ever.
It's not. I mean,
not-
listen.
it's not bad.
I'm all for you. You know,
Again.
being comfortable with the music.
Again, not.
I just really like.
If Peaches comes on, I'm turning this shit.
I really like the interrogative.
It's
look
not. It's
from
not my.
Kendrick. Right
It's
now.
not my. It's not my jam. But
Right.
when it comes on, I'm not gonna turn it off immediately.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, I think that's kind of how I've gotten with like Doja Cat.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But
She's
like if
actually a really good
Juicy
performer.
I mean,
comes on,
that's how I feel.
What did you just
Like,
say,
I've
Miles?
seen have you seen like videos of her performances? Like, no, like they'll like pop up like on Instagram and shit. She's a really good performer.
Oh, no.
Okay.
She's a good performer, Miles.
Yeah, apparently she's a good performer. I'm not like legitimately. I'm not even talking about.
Yeah.
Do you watch her? You watch her performances?
No, not like on purpose. Like they'll show up on like Instagram because she's really popular and shit.
Yeah,
like,
of
they'll
course,
show up,
she's
and
big,
it'll
she's
be like,
huge.
oh, like she's actually really like she seems like she has really good stage presence.
What do you mean by that?
I'm no, I'm like legitimate. She does have really good stage presence.
I didn't mean to pull a Drewski, but like, you know, what do you mean?
No, like she looks like she like she engages the crowd very well, and like she like she's very good at like interaction with the crowd and everything.
And what does
A
she
lot of
look
energy.
like?
I wasn't talking about
Because
that.
you gotta say what you mean by stage presence.
I'm
right?
just kidding.
'Cause, like, when I look at-
I'm
when I
just,
look
I'm
at,
just following Kendrick's lead.
I'm thinking about
Because you did that shit to me. with
When I
Justin.
think stage presence, right? I think Adele. I think Lady Gaga. I think about when they get on stage, they command that shit.
Okay,
That's stage presence.
they've been doing that for so long. I mean,
Okay, well
yeah,
let me. Who can I compare it to?
I mean, they're like upmost like stage.
Yeah.
presence.
But I mean for where, but I
No,
mean
I
for
think-
like where
well,
she's
where she's
at.
at,
I do.
She's
I
very
do
good stage
agree.
presence.
I do
I
agree.
think she has a lot of good visuals.
She's a good entertainer.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say, Kendrick? I don't know what you want to say.
I'm just saying. Listen.
Oh, she got a fat ass. Is that
Right. I'm just saying. If that's what you watching,
That's not what I'm watching though.
Kendrick went silent.
Talking about something if it comes on Instagram. He said if it comes on Instagram, I got no problem. He was like, she has a good stage presence.
No.
Okay.
I know what you mean, man.
I think she could command the stage for sure, but I'm just saying, when I think about her, when I think about Meg Thee Stallion, when I think about Cardi B, I've seen, I think, a couple of videos of them performing at like festivals and stuff. I don't see shit about stage presence. Maybe I need to watch more Doja, because I like her visuals. I think the art that she chooses in a lot of her music and in the background stuff, I love it. I think that shit's cool. But when I think stage presence, I think, and I'm sorry, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Adele, I think those people, those titans, right? Well, they have stage presence. Beyonce don't got to shake one ass on stage, and that stage is going to rock. It's going to be put together. Every time I see Doja, every time I see Meg, it's a butt shaking, or it's you standing there in the outfit that's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like stage presence, right? So when you say Doja Cat has really good stage presence,
She's a good stage presence.
okay.
That makes her a good stage presence. Apparently, my opinion, it has to revolve around ass. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I haven't seen the same stage presence you've seen with Doja. And you are coming from a different perspective.
I'm also one person removed from Doja Cat, which is really fucking cool. But anyways.
Yes. That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. I'm one person removed from Doja Cat and from Ari Lennox.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really nice. That's crazy.
So I just need that one person that's in between both of them to just be like, hey.
Miles.
I mean, I'll be a touring bassist.
Yeah.
Oh, touring bassist.
I'm talking about for my career.
Romantically.
I'm talking about for one, she likes white boys.
She like a lot of white names.
Yeah.
Not just men.
Yeah.
We're
not getting sued by Doja Cat. Yes,
oh, damn it! She gets sued.
But she has a good stage presence.
I meant like white horse, like white ponies.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
ride the white horse.
Thanks for fucking that up for me, Kendrick. Now I can't be her touring
You
bassist.
don't want to tour with Doja Cat anyway, Card.
I absolutely do want to tour. If she's paying me, I'll tour with
you want to play Juicy?
Fuck yeah, I'll play Juicy, and I'll have a fun ass time up there. That one was about the ass.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta say yes to a gig. You know?
Any gig. If it's Doja Cat,
especially one that pays like that, shit.
Hell yeah. Doja Cat gig, you should say yes. You could command the stage presence. Help her command the stage presence. I'm all for it. Anyway, what other things musically have been going on? Any upcoming albums or upcoming projects we can't wait to hear?
Anything that we can't wait to hear? I don't know.
Drake and Kanye are performing in the same stadium.
Well,
LA,
if Drake doesn't get his, Drake's gonna be going through because he's getting his ass sued for what? Like, he's part of that big lawsuit with the Travis Scott stuff. It's like $2 billion in lawsuits.
Is he also part of it?
Yes, Drake was also getting sued.
Why is he getting sued?
No clue why he's. I think because
he was on Sicko Mode or some shit. They had his song together.
I think it might have been because he was on
when
when all that shit was happening
there,
at the Astroworld stuff. I think while at the start of it, he was on stage and they were still performing while he was on stage and while some of that stuff was happening.
I remember we joked about that, how he was like Three Stooges style, like.
Yeah,
but he actually might have been on. I think he was actually on stage.
On
This is why he's
getting sued. Why would you sue Drake? What the fuck? If I'm just a performer there, like I'm not. It's not Travis. Travis was gonna put the festival together, right? He's the name behind.
So I'm not quite sure why Drake is the one getting sued.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, he's definitely performing at that concert with Kanye. I mean, that's gonna.
Yeah,
Drake and Kanye
I saw that.
in the same building.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild.
I was talking to Ricky. I told him I was talking to him at rehearsal today. I said, "Listen, man, you can not like Drake all you want. Drake and Kanye performing the same night.
That has
the potential to be one of the best concerts of all time.
Absolutely,
it's up there. You're talking about Kanye, who alone can sell out arenas and has. He sold out arenas for listening parties, for Christ's sake, right? Like not even a fucking concert. Then you got Drake, who can sell out arenas, has done it, and he's got hits all the way back to 2009.
Yeah,
that's scary. It's fucking 13 years of hits. You look like you want to say something.
Speaking of Kanye.
What about Kanye?
Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
Hey,
fuck. God.
You see that shit?
Is that serious? Is that for real?
I don't know, because the thing is, every time
on SNL, I thought it was a joke.
So like it was a joke, and then like they've been hanging out like a lot, and like all the sources have been like they're just friends. Pete Davidson, I don't know what the fuck kind of crack he has on his dick or something, but somehow.
I mean, I think what type of crack is Kim smoke? I think this is a rebound, man. This is a.
Well, how do you get Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian?
But the thing is, we gotta stop. Okay,
Well,
we gotta stop.
I think
We gotta stop equating looks to being a good woman.
Yeah.
Right? Because they might whatever. Personally, I'm not a fan of how either one of them look, but most people are.
same.
They could be crazy as shit. Like Kim from the history.
Yeah.
Had some moments. Right? Ariana, not really. I mean, she's young, but like that. They also got married. Wasn't that like 4 years ago? It was so crazy how long ago that actually was. I think it was like when we first got into college.
That was
when that shit was going on. So
Yeah.
she was probably about 25. Mac had just died about a year before.
Yeah.
It was so soon. Or no, Mac wasn't dead yet.
That's right.
That's how long ago it was. 2018,
really?
bro.
Yeah,
Mac was
wasn't-
alive when they got engaged.
Yeah.
And then he died. And then
it like was
recently
like a
after
really
they
whole
broke
thing,
up.
and then they were like, which
So it was
unfortunately I think actually does have something to do with.
Of course
with
it
that.
does. Of course, you just lost a man that you probably still love, at that point, because it was only about a few months removed. So yeah, but they could be crazy as shit. I don't buy that bullshit. My thing with that though is like, Kim, dude, her and Kanye ain't even divorced. That's just so messy
I
about
thought
this
they were.
shit.
Yeah, because I thought they were
Not
working it out.
divorced. No,
I know they weren't divorced. I thought they were working it out. Because I thought that was like, okay, well they rescinded that.
I mean, I only saw one thing, and all of this is all alleged rumors,
that's
and
all-
also
all
like doesn't
celebrity.
fucking matter at all. But it's interesting.
It's interesting.
But
That is interesting.
but like I saw one article where it's like Kanye said like I didn't see any divorce papers.
Yeah, that was on Drink Champs.
Yeah.
He went on Drink Champs, his podcast. I listened to the whole. It was
Yeah.
amazing. And he was just like, yeah, like I want to work this shit out. I ain't seen shit. I ain't seen no divorce papers. I ain't seen nothing. He probably hasn't because there's probably not getting a divorce. If anything, it's fucked up that this is how Hollywood works. And he mentioned this.
Yeah.
And that's why you gotta love people like Kanye. As much as you want to talk all this shit, he's honest.
Yeah.
And he got on there and said, like, listen, this seems like a publicity stunt. He was like, I fucking hate our publicists. Because a lot of the stuff that gets out the tabloids is put out by celebrities
That's true,
to stir up a lot of shit. The Drake-Kanye beef.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. And now they're performing a concert together in the LA arena. It's gonna sell out, and it's gonna be the biggest show in the past probably 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean it's absolutely publicity. I mean, because you also saw it like you see like whatever. Also, we're at an hour 6. So
we're an hour 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll keep talking
That's
for a little
fast,
bit.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think you like when. I only saw a little bit of it because I don't watch a whole lot of SNL anymore. Like I watch like highlights, like of
I watch when big monumental figures come.
There are some
when
good,
Eddie came back. I watched that.
There are some good sketches, but most of them unfortunately aren't that good.
Yeah.
They just go on too long.
Yeah, I just don't find many of them funny.
Yeah.
Like I find Kenan Thompson funny, but that's about it.
Sometimes I watch Chadwick's episode back.
Well, okay, that's
just to like be like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay. It just got real sad.
Sorry. Yeah, but
that's just sorry.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, they had like an episode where Kim K was on, and
that was recent too.
Yeah, it was
Aladdin
recent.
Thing, right?
Yeah, it's where they
Aladdin
like
thing.
actually kissed.
Weird.
But I mean, that's a skit. But
It's a skit.
it did seem like that's. There was definitely a little bit of feeling in that, but it's also like, who fucking cares?
Not only that, I feel like in these situations it gets tricky when you got kids.
Yeah.
And that's what Kanye was talking
And
about.
that's
which
like
made a
that's
lot of sense.
that's the fucked up thing. It's like, why?
You got 4
Like,
kids
why
with
you
this man,
doing
and you
this?
on TV kissing the motherfucker. You in matching pajamas with a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can do
And
whatever
it's-
the fuck you want before, but now
And
you
it's
got kids.
it's different. It's different when you're going on like a comedy show where it's like you you probably didn't have to do that skit. Like I mean, acting is acting.
Yeah, it's acting.
You know?
The skit on TV is fine.
Right. Yeah,
It's just now when you get into the publicity stuff,
right
and
when you
you're
get into
holding hands with
publicity.
dude,
Yeah.
and
Right.
It's just you got a 7-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
and he was mentioning that. He said we got all these kids, and you sitting here doing all this
Those
stuff.
kids are gonna be so fucked up.
Oh man, most celebrity kids. Are.
Hey, yeah.
Where the fuck is Blanket Jackson? Where's that motherfucker from? Under the blanket. I mean, it's been a long time since I seen that brother. Blanketed or not, I ain't seen that nigga. So, where are these kids going? Where are these kids going?
Name is Kid Blanket.
Because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into those reasons. I think you and I both know why the kid's named Blanket, right? Rest in peace, Mike. Yeah, but it's just it's crazy, bro. These Hollywood kids. I hope I never get famous. Honestly, I'd like to be it would be nice if Sunstrider gets notoriety and we perform tours. I just like to be at a point where I can still move in the public how the fuck I wanna move. I don't want that. I never want that tabloid shit. I never want that.
I don't want to be
bullshit.
individually
famous. I want big money, but I do not want paparazzi.
That's not how that
You know
works.
what I mean?
That's not how that works.
It's not how it works.
What do you mean by big money?
I mean, you know what I mean.
Millions, right?
Yeah. But obviously, I'm not gonna get that.
Somebody finna know you. Yeah, somebody finna know. Unless you're like, in tech or investment.
Well, I mean, I want to be comfortable. I don't know if I want million. I mean, like, ideally, like, it would be awesome to be like that's real comfy. But you have all that money.
You don't need that though.
That's why you pass it down to the next generation.
I want to be like comfortable to live. Plus some, I want padding.
Of course.
I want monetary padding.
I'm gonna retire. Honestly, I'm gonna retire at 35. I'm gonna retire. I don't want to fucking work. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why are we at that point? Yeah. So it's sad that the wealth that you can accumulate, unless you do it, various ways, a lot of it is celebrity. A lot of it is notoriety.
That's true.
Yeah. I never want to be at that point where I gotta hire security. Yeah. Why the fuck am I moving? I'm trying to go get some Whole Foods. Yeah. Why the fuck I gotta have big ass Debo behind me?
Yeah. I mean that's
just
that's Whole Foods again. If you're listening, please sponsor us.
Hey. We've shouted y'all out a lot, man.
Yeah, like come on.
Patties and shit. Y'all better show us some love, man.
Give us some money.
Y'all making burgers out of grass and shit. Y'all can show us some love, man. Send us some of them burgers. We got a store right there. I'd love to try them.
Yeah, freezer. We can store a lot.
Free, you can store it. Hey. We can make a.
We can have like a special episode where
we just cook.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
That's actually a really good idea.
But we would need people to know how to cook. We can have teach us how to cook.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be
good. Bring on.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
We could spread this. We could just actually have like a YouTube channel where we just we do have a YouTube channel, but
we would do special episodes.
We posted our YouTube special episodes. Cooking with the TurnDown.
Hey.
God, we're fucking.
Holy shit!
I mean, we could do that with the little recipes that we already know, and then we gotta.
It would be so funny.
And then we gotta do some gourmet.
We gotta do some gourmet shit, right? Get some people on here that like gourmet.
Yeah.
Have a cooking with the TurnDown session.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. You know what? Anyway, because we're almost done.
Yeah.
But just get that celebrity shit is pretty scary. It's scary to think about that.
This episode was a lot more serious. The serious to goofy ratio was a little bit more 50-50 this episode.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
like
good,
because you don't want to be dark all the time.
Yeah. You also don't want to be like just.
We could go on our Marcus Garvey rants for the whole time.
Well, I mean, we've got I think
episodes.
Our episodes for us being total goofballs are really good. But we need
to talk about
episodes.
serious sometimes.
Sometimes we gotta get serious.
Sometimes we gotta get serious.
It's always crazy to try to plan ahead because I don't know what the fuck we're gonna talk about next week. Honestly, you can't plan.
I mean, we might just do another.
Might do another rabbit hole. Those are our specialties. But also some crazy shit could happen this week.
In 7 days, you never know. I can see another Neo on Baltimore National Park. That motherfucker singing so sick, just with all of his heart. So you never know. Hopefully we make it the next episode.
Where you at,
I'd
Shy?
love to be here.
Yeah.
He said,
where you at, Shy on Quarterfield?
Shy on Quarterfield.
Speed limit 35.
Speed limit 35.
Speed limit 35. You performing in the median?
The Quarterfield Tina Turner.
Oh God, performing all of the greatest hits.
That's me, baby.
I will always love you.
We'll keep on turning.
You know what?
On that note,
that sounds like where we need to wrap it up. Thank you guys. Episode 3. This was every fucking episode. Give me a break, motherfucker. Anyway, every episode.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down. Play some music going soft and slow.
Oh, you know a lot more of that song than I thought you did.
Yeah, so I live with this nigga.
I'm barely here.
Neither, same.
Yeah, shit, true.
Are you crazy? I sleep 5 hours a night. Rarely.
And then you get to enjoy these fun times with me.
In the one day that I can not work at all.
Yeah. You chose to do this.
Well, I have to, motherfucker. Why?
You don't have to do anything, Kendrick. In life.
All right, Morpheus. You got a red pill for me to take, motherfucker?
Yes.
So I can get the fuck out of this life? Go kick ass in another dimension and not pay rent?
I mean, in theory, you could also not pay rent in this life. I would just probably not be happy with you.
not be happy. You'd suffer. You get evicted, and your credit would go to shit.
That is true.
I don't know if I'd want to live in the Matrix world, man.
We're gonna pick up there next time, guys, because this is gonna go to another rabbit hole. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 3. Every episode this season has been fucking way more fun than last season. I
love being with you
that.
guys.
Dog,
Definitely.
in person is a different vibe. So episode 4, we should be coming at you. Will we be good for next Sunday?
I'm good. Next Sunday.
We're all good. We're gonna come at you with episode 4. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Give thanks to your people. Thanks to
Give the thanks.
all the thanks. You know what I'm saying? And
Smoke a turkey.
go smoke a turkey.
And remember, the Pilgrims weren't actually good for Native Americans.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
a fake
killed
story.
them. Mayflower. Fuck you,
So,
Columbus.
Fuck our education system.
Fuck Columbus Day, bitch ass
Fuck
nigga. We
Columbus
should
Day.
have never had that.
We did.
And now it's Indigenous Peoples Day, and a lot of places don't close. So fuck y'all for not giving us the same shit y'all give Columbus, bitch ass. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat a lot, do a lot. We'll see y'all next week.
See ya.
See ya.
Peace.